Good morning. Can you believe another week has gone by? Has it gone rapidly for you, or has it been a little bit on the slow side? In any event, most of us would agree that it's been an interesting week. So I'm going to I have 6 blends sitting here to use before we actually begin the topic today. My first one is Sacred Mountain, because with Sacred Mountain I always intend to make that strong connection with the source, the creator, and to create my sacred space, that place where all of the distractions, and we all have those distractions, don't we, are pushed outside of our little energetic cylinder, whatever size is the perfect size for you. And to put up our boundaries so that we can keep that stuff outside, all of that chaos, and have a sacred space of harmony and balance where we can move forward, where we can understand why we are here on the planet at this particular time. After that, I'm going to intend to awaken to all the possibilities. Because of the strange things that are going on the planet right now, we all are having to make some adjustments, which is going to require doing things differently. And this may be something that we are closing our eyes to and saying, no, I'm going to continue doing everything that has gotten me to this point. Well, it may be time to make that change. I'm also going to intend fun. Stephen will be happy to see that I'm applying fun today, because he's always reminding me that life is about having fun. It's not about all work. For those of you, including me, who tend to be workaholics, fun is something that we have to learn or relearn. Many of us never learned it in the first place. So we must learn how to have fun. Then I'm going to intend harmony. This is something that I choose to have. This is on my will have, my refinement list. This is very high up, that I choose to have harmony in my life in all aspects. This means at the physical level that my cells and molecules will be vibrating at a frequency that is harmonious, so that all parts will work together. It also means not only good health, but it means longevity in relationships, harmony in relationships. And that's something I also choose to have in my life. So I'm going to apply highest potential. I'll talk more about these probably later. We never know what will actually come up during these 20 minutes. But as I apply the highest potential blend, which I always think of Gary, of course he created all of these blends, but this was the one that he chose to put on his own body every single day, multiple times, to reach our highest potential. And of course, what is our highest potential in one moment may be quite different from the next moment. However, each moment we can intend to reach that highest potential. Would you agree? And of course, we know Francis never leaves believe out, because to me, belief is a huge part of everything. So breathe it in, drop it over your head, put it over your heart. Believe in your heart that what you choose to have happen can and will occur. Okay? So, getting started now. We're talking about frequency, and it's being supercharged with crystals, colors, and oils. Wow, this is something that we can all do every single day. It doesn't take too long. It just is important for us to play. When we are using more than one thing, such as if we're thinking about color, every color has a frequency. And I'm today dressed in something that has orange and gold. It's a fiery looking dress under the black. And the reason I chose this was that I selected the Breath of Life card today, which is all about fire. It's about change. And I am focusing on the crystal of calcite, which anchors this frequency. The calcite will enhance my frequency because it has a compatible frequency to what I am choosing to focus upon today. Am I making any sense? Now, as we begin layering essential oils, I want you to think about what Gary Young taught us so many times. Think about the raindrop technique, where he chose to layer single oils rather than just put them all together, because each one of them can enhance the other and increase the frequency. What is frequency? I actually Googled it to make sure that I would know exactly what it was, and it was what it was the last time I Googled. However, frequency is the amount of time that it takes for energy to travel between this point and this point, how fast it gets there. And a higher frequency will travel at a faster rate. Nothing really extraordinary about that, except for the fact that everything on this planet that is living has a frequency. And certain frequencies are higher than others and will raise our frequency when they interact with ours. So this is why the oils are so important. Crystals can be important and hold these high frequencies. Crystals also can hold a less than positive energy if they're not cared for properly. So that's what I'm going to talk about a little bit first, and that is that it's very important for us to pay attention to our crystals. And as I mentioned in a video on Tuesday night in a Zoom call, the first thing that I think of when I'm traveling, when I get to my destination, the first thing I really choose to do is to take a shower, to clean up and change my clothes, to get rid of whatever I have picked up along the way in my interactions with things, with foods, with whatever I have interacted with little germs and things that might be out there. I want to get them off. So cleaning up. Now think about your crystals. Your crystals have traveled somewhere to get to you. If they have traveled by air, they've been in the belly of a big plane, and they have been subjected to temperature and scanners and all sorts of different things. Right now, we seem to be in an age where everywhere we turn around, we're being scanned for something. And we're being scanned for temperature. We're being scanned for what we're having, x-ray scans. So every one of these scans is affecting us. That's why it's even more important than ever for us to clean up, get in water, get out in the sun. Vitamin D is going to enhance everything, enhance your frequency. Now, what I do is I use, what I have here right now is diluted thieves cleaner in my spray bottle. And I have an old 100% cotton pillowcase. Nothing special, just 100% cotton, clean cotton pillowcase that's been washed in Thieves Household Cleaner. And the first thing I do when I receive a new crystal is to put it in this and spray it with the Thieves Household Cleaner. So that, now, normally I would rinse it, but I don't have the water to rinse it with right here. If I had another spray bottle, I would at least do that, but I'm going to rub it. And then I'm going to hold it in my hands, and I'm going to tell it that I love it, speak to it. The energy of your words, the energy of your thoughts is going to enhance the frequency of this crystal. Now, what I happen to be holding right now is a crystal that the fluorite that came to me. This was part of the APAC promotion, these fluorite points or generators or wands, whatever you choose to call them. And when I look at the difference, you probably can't see a whole lot. It's very clear. The clarity is so much greater than when I took it out of the bottle. Even just washing it with the thieves, but as I begin rubbing it with the essential oils. Now this one just arrived to me on Wednesday afternoon. This one, I don't know if you can see any difference in these two. They're very different in the way that they look to me, but this one I unboxed on Tuesday night and played with it, or I unboxed it on Monday and played with it all day Tuesday. But this one has rings that are at an angle, and now they go all the way up to the top. They weren't that way when I started. This one has horizontal rings that are now heading all the way, they're almost all the way up to the top. The more you touch your crystals and give them those positive thoughts and energies, the better their frequency, the stronger and more powerful they will become for supporting you. Think of them like children. The more the attention you pay to your children, the more they will respond in a positive way. Now, I'm going to use, I've already used it before today, the Northern Lights Black Spruce that these crystals were fortunate enough to travel with, because we received a 15 milliliter bottle of Northern Lights Black Spruce in the same little box that the crystal traveled. And I'm going to hold this crystal. I'm attempting to let it catch up to the others, and actually I believe it has. This is the fluorite that Stephen opened this one, and this is his. It's actually larger than the others. It has cleared out a lot more clarity, but because it's larger, it's taking a little longer. Also, I'm the one holding it, and it's not my crystal. It's his, and I've had a question about people asking, is it okay for other people to just use each other's crystals? And as long as you clean them regularly and rub them with oils and intend that they hold a frequency that is compatible with your unique energy, that would be great. Now, what I love to do, I have my big spheres here that I love, and they enhance my whole house because their frequency is so good. It really makes the energy better, even when I'm not taking great care of them, because they are interacting with each other. Now, this is the little bag. Some of you may recognize it, that I got my loyalty blend in. And I put cobblestones in here. I'm going to pour them out on my table. because I have a whole set of the rainbow healing tumble stones in here. And I am really, this particular tumble stone is a very tiny one, but it holds a beautiful energy because it has been cleaned. It has been loved. It has been rubbed with lots and lots of geranium, which anchors this frequency, the same frequency of the rhodochrosite, that energy to get rid of blocks. It's the energy of forgiveness. This is that warm pink, and as I said, I'm just really into the color because colors do hold frequencies themselves. That is actually why rainbow healing got its name, because as there is a bandwidth of frequencies for each color, some of which are a little bit overlapping, when you have the entire colors, the frequencies of the rainbow, you have them all. So it's no surprise that we choose to work with color. When we decided to do the colors, the coloring book, and I'm so excited to hear that so many of the people have enjoyed during these stressful times sitting down with their coloring book. I have found the same. I was working on my Breath of Life mandala today, which is that orange and gold, intending to pay attention to the color and to interact with those colors. It's no accident that my journal has all of these colors on the front because of the frequency that they hold. And that my favorite color is turquoise, which anchors that fourth energy, that energy of nurturing, the energy of finding the perfect balance of giving and receiving. So I write in this turquoise pen. That's my special pen that goes in my journal, because whether it is a reminder to me, and when I interact with that color, it is going to bring that frequency into me in a stronger way. Am I making any sense? So as we're bringing the colors, the crystals, the essential oils into our range of focus, our attention, then it's going to enhance more and more and more what we are choosing to bring into our lives. So, let's see. What energy does this fluorite crystal anchor? This is the crystal that anchors the sacred space. And the sacred space, well, here is my color. It's not quite finished yet, but as we all know, this is my sacred space with that chaos outside. These are the deeper colors and the harmony inside. So as we apply that, particularly the sacred mountain, to our fluorite and intend that it anchor this energy, every time we hold this particular crystal and focus upon it, it's going to enhance our ability to strengthen our own sacred space. Now, my intent is always to remain in my sacred space 100% of the time. Is this a reality at this point? Probably not. In fact, I can certainly say with great certainty it is not. I have not accomplished this yet. This is my goal, to be in that space of full connection with the source, keeping out all of the other things that would cause me to lose my focus and to focus upon my harmony. So the more we play with the colors around us, play with our crystals, making sure that you talk to them, applying the oils, the more opportunities we have to remain in that safe place. And in that safe place, we can become more and more authentic. We can take off our masks and be who we were created to be. The more we are in our power, our authentic power, the stronger we will become, and the more positive effect we can have when we interact with others. So this week, as you go through whatever your daily tasks will be, and we're all changing, are we not? I encourage you to use your sacred mountain, to keep your sacred space, to create it and to enhance it daily with color, with crystals, with oils, with intent. And that intent is a huge factor. And intend to awaken to new possibilities. The old may not be right to work. It just may not work anymore. So awaken to the fact that there are different ways of doing things. There are new things coming in, and be excited about them. Have fun as you are integrating these new ways of doing things into every single part of you. And I encourage you to intend harmony on all levels, the physical, the emotional, the mental, and the spiritual. Because in harmony, we can all be who we were created to be. And that will assist us in reaching that highest potential. The highest potential in that particular moment. And then above all, believe. Don't forget those believe showers. And have a beautiful, beautiful week filled with rainbows of color, fun, and awakening to these new possibilities. And I'll see you next Sunday.